Guess who? Did you miss me?
It was the finales. The finale. It was American Idol, the final show. Well, the final performance, attack of the glamour rock that is Adam Lambert versus the boy next door. Ryan Seacrest called it the boy next door versus guy liner. So hopefully they'll fire him in the off season. What they did with the finales was horrid. It really was. It was terrible. I was very disappointed. But the end was good. Thank you, Carrie Underwood, for saving us all. Actually, I voted for her. If you text 5703, Carrie Underwood has a shot of winning it again. Yeah, well, that's my decision. Has nothing to do with American Idol. If you like that idea, text it. See what happens. See if you get a little thing that says this one and only text says that you voted for what the, But what they did tonight was they got to pick one performance that they had done previous on the show, and they got to perform it again. Kind of like a rerun, if you will. Kind of like a rerun, reminiscent. It was kind of exciting. Adam lost the coin toss with the Buffalo Bills, and so he had to go first. And I don't think he liked that because I think he needs a little more time to, to do his hair and his makeup and his nails and stuff. But he came out and he redid Mad World. Now this was when they picked a song from the year that they were born, and he was born back in I think it was the 70s. I'm not too sure when it was. 60s? Oh no, he can't be that old. I don't know, with the makeup. You're right, the makeup. Yeah, he's right. He got me. Alejandro, you got it that time. I'm going to give you 2 gold stars. And remember, if you get to 5, you get a Happy Meal. I'm excited about that for you. A Happy Meal for him. So he's saying Mad World, and this was what he considered his best performance. And I don't think it was any better than the last one. I really don't. The last time he did it. But remember, last time they ran out of time or something, and the judges were like, "Oh, you're brilliant," really quickly and stuff, because they were on a timer. They were on a timer because, after that, everyone has to go to their local news or Fringe, and God forbid that those shows come on late, huh? God forbid. Except for tonight, I was really, by the second songs, I was ready for Glee. I was like, "Where's Glee?" I wore a nice suit. Look. I did. I was ready. I said, this is our finale. And then tomorrow night we're going to come back with my reaction, your reaction, all of our reaction to how it ended. Who won? Who is our American Idol? And it's not a noob. So Kris came up and he sang Ain't No Sunshine, and I was with Simon. Kris won round 1 because he sang it with the piano, and his lips still touched the microphone. Beautiful performance. And then they have to go and show the wife and the family, and that just bores me. Stay away from the family, really. Like, oh, the family. Well, who cares? Who cares about family? That's what I always say. And then they had to sing a song that was chosen by Simon Fuller. Now he created the show, and that not to be confused with Simon Cowell. Like a lot of you on Twitter thought, his name changed. Well, you're an idiot. And Adam's saying a change is gonna come. And it was good. Now he wore a really stylish suit, and he had his glam. He was all glamorous up here, and then really looking nice down here. Where in the first performance, I thought they overdid it. He comes up from nowhere. Smoke was going places. I was scared for their lives. I really was. I was like, oh no, Kris is on fire somewhere. He set him on fire because he was like in this long wool coat, and he looked scary. He did like the Crow. He looked like the Crow, and I was like, oh my god, he killed Kris. I thought for sure he killed Kris. But then he comes down the stairs, and you know how the stairs are for me. I was like, oh my god, Dynasty. And so I got excited again. And then Kris, he sang from Simon's Choice, which was What's Going On? And I was like, what's going on, Kris? Seriously, what's going on? And then the judges were like, you know what, Kris? That performance was laid back. You know, almost as if he should have chosen another song, which Simon Fuller chose the song, not Kris Allen. Kris Allen just sang it to the best of his abilities. He turned the song into how he would sing it if he was going to put it on an album. Wake up! Seriously! I was upset. I was angry. Ooh, earthquake. Oh, we're near LA. That was crazy crap right there. You have Kera going off, and then when her song that she wrote, she needed to shut up the whole night. And then I was just angry. They're like, well, this was just a laid-back performance, Whatever. All of his performances are laid back. If you wanted it to be better, put them on crank. Anyhow, then they get on to the song that Kera wrote. Now, Kera wrote a song called No Boundaries. And someone should have put some boundaries on her, because seriously, this song was not a great song. I really thought she was trying to do Miley Cyrus's The Climb. I really did. At first I thought it was. Like, oh my god, that's such plagiarism. And that would be Kera. In this one, when people all thought this suited Kris's voice better, and I disagree. Adam changed the way the song's supposed to sound, and he made it his song, which means everyone had to base that song off of Adam. So when Kris sang it, and it didn't sound as good, he really was struggling to get up with the notes. This song, people might have thought suited Kris's voice better, but it was actually written with more of Adam in mind, I believe. I believe it had where the octave ranges were up high and up there, and they're like, oh, look, it's all up here. Can you see where my hand's going? You can't. And that's where Adam's vocals go, where you just can't see it. And Kris is, he's just not there. Kris is that one guy like, man, I really like to hear him sing in church. Church? Yeah, thank you, Jesus. In the first performance, Kris played the piano. In the second one, there was like bongos and all types of shit. I don't even understand what the hell was going on. But with the Kera song, Randy said something very poignant. He said, you know what, Adam? He said this to Adam. He said, Adam, you could sing the phone book. And after hearing the song, I wish they would have. Because I think it would have been a better performance had they all just sang the phone book. 559-682-3714. That's the Tony Ramirez's family. That would have been a much better song than Mountains and Hurricanes and Witches and Lions, oh my. It was a terrible song written by a terrible judge who more than likely will be back next year because they like how to put the terrible people out, Oh, I love it. Did you see Desperate Housewives? Wow, what an exciting ending. Who did Mike marry? I know that's another blog. But in the end, I think if you went by the first performance, I believe Kris outshined Adam, leaps and bounds in my opinion. I just think when it came to making that song theirs, I think that Kris with the song Ain't No Sunshine had done a lot better this time than he did the first time. Whereas Adam, I think with Mad World was basically the same performance. Then with the second ones, A Change is gonna come. I thought Adam did really well, but I also thought that What's Going On by Kris Allen was also equally there. But then again, I was high. I had some Pineapple Express. So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boy. I'm really a good boy. Really, if you think about it. I don't really, fuck it, let's do it live. That's what I always say. And then with the last one, I really say Adam outdid Kris, and I think that might have been enough just to give him the win. And Kris, he gets a hotel stay. I think that's the consolation prize. Both are going to go on and have great success with their albums. Even if Kris wins, I think Adam would outsell him in the albums, kind of like Clay Aiken thing. I think it's a gay thing actually. Oh, he's gay. Let's buy his album. So in the end, my pick, I like Kris. I really do. Adam's going to do whatever. But ultimately, I think that last performance, I think Adam's going to win it. So we'll all find out tomorrow, and then I'll give you my reaction. I might be breaking plates and stuff, but, in a past life, I thought I was Greek. So that's pretty